Oh, I don't like this shot anymore.
Ew. What?
What's up, fam? It's Leah here and
Jamie Oliver.
no. Cool. So I'm here with my boyfriend Jake today, and as you guys might know off social media that we do long distance, and so I sent out a message to everyone on Snapchat and said, you want me to do a long distance Q&A and send us some questions?
And then everyone was like, no, that sounds like
And you guys liked the idea and sent in quite a bit of questions, so we're gonna try and get through them today. We're just gonna get straight into the long distance Q&A. So, like most of my Snapchat Q&As, I'm not going to say who sent them because I find it very awkward to say the Snapchat names because it's like QJ_24XLJB.
she gets it wrong all the time, that's why she doesn't want to do it.
So, we're just gonna say questions, and if yours is answered, then fabulous! Thank you for sending it in. By the way, we're doing this on my portable camera, not my DSLR, so it's just more of a sit-down chat.
More of a couldn't fit it in her baggage to Melbourne.
That's it. Okay, so the first question is, what's harder, being apart or leaving? For me, I definitely don't cope with the leaving part. It's always a very emotional drive to the airport.
Yeah, I never park, we kind of just drop off, so it's like kind of, bye. See you
And
in a
I'm just
month.
like, So I think that leaving is really hard for me. And then I think when I'm alone, I'm kind of alright until like a week. And then I'm like, no.
For me, I think being apart,
Yeah.
like a few days in or like a week, I'm just like, a lonely sob. Next question.
How long have you been dating and known each other?
6
months. We've been together. We've been dating for
6 months.
We've been dating for 6 months, and we met.
October, late October.
So what's that? 8 months. What's the most difficult thing about long distance and making it work?
Oh, okay, I'm gonna chime in here. Ding, ding, ding. I can't decipher texts for the life of me. I don't think you're the best at it either, but
No,
I think
definitely
maybe
not.
I'm worse. That's how half of our like little kerfuffles start, because she'll say something.
And
Maybe she'll put a smiley face next to it and be like, why do you hate me?
no, but I do the same thing when you don't say like a pet name. I'm like, but what is wrong?
Yeah, because I'm probably mad.
I think that's 100% one of the biggest problems. I don't think it's even always the distance. It's just the communication barrier between the distance that makes it hard.
And because like Leah works, like doesn't get home till like 7, and then by that time we've both had big days and just like grumpy, and then if someone says something that doesn't sound right, it's just like
I think that's also a hard thing, is making time for each other when we both got a very busy schedule. It's a lot of your life that you used to have before dating in a long distance isn't a thing anymore because you're too consumed in wanting to make time for that person. That all of the things that you used to do for like hobbies or whatever just isn't like a thing anymore because you just want to talk to your partner instead.
And like a lot, because I've been moving, I have like half an hour to talk to Leah before I just go to bed because I'm so tired.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the hardest things.
Yeah, communication barrier for sure, and making time for each other. Does Jake ever take anything with him when going away to remind you of you, or vice versa?
No, I feel like it's more
think so.
you taking my stuff.
I just like clothing articles.
Because I can't like, if you had a universal jumper that I could wear.
Actually, there's something that you used to be like, this smells like you. Oh, my shampoo.
Oh yeah, no, I have that shampoo.
He likes using my shampoo because it smells like me. And I like wearing his clothes because it smells like him. Or just wearing your clothes in general is like very comforting to me.
See, I can't wear your clothes because
I'm a size 6 to 8.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about each other? And to narrow it down to one thing, it's very specific.
Nah, favorite thing about myself is definitely how funny I am. I think Leah's selflessness, maybe. Maybe. It's not get sappy.
I want to say your like gentleness, your gentle character in times where you like maybe shouldn't be. When I'm just being difficult, you're very patient and gentle.
See, I would have chosen the humor, but I'll take that one. I'm just being funny.
Favorite place to be and why?
My favorite place is Soul Burger. And being there with Leah makes it better. So I'm gonna say Sydney, Soul Burger.
There's this bar that we went to when we weren't dating. When I first came to Melbourne to visit him, which I think will always be like a stomping ground for us, like, because it was like one of the first places where we ever drank together with each other. Bar in Melbourne. It's called Bar.
In Fitzroy?
Yeah.
Brunswick Street. Sick.
That's like not my favorite place to be with you, like, but I just on the top of my head, like, that's like something that like is a like a fond place to be.
I'm gonna stop doing this. This is just.
Oh, I didn't realize we were even doing it. A lot of questions that I always get is how did we meet? But I feel like we need to do a whole backstory, like just one video for it. Essentially, we met at our friend's gig
That I was playing at.
that he was playing at, and I missed the set because I was drinking outside, didn't know he existed.
Doesn't sound like you.
And then it's a big long story after that.
She shouted me an Uber, I think.
I did shout you an Uber. I shouted everyone in the car an Uber. It was very just like meeting each other. It wasn't anything good until a lot after that. But that's like how we met. This question is really long, but it's essentially saying, is it hard being so far away from each other, not knowing next time you'll see each other, not knowing when you guys get to hug and kiss? I can't imagine how difficult it is. How do you cope? I think making sure that the other person feels validated, feels the love from the other person. I think that's the most important thing, is not always thinking about yourself, but making sure that your partner feels the love that they need to when you're apart from each other.
But that's also hard to do, once again, like, with just over the phone type stuff.
Favorite nostalgic song?
Be more specific, guys.
See, I have like songs that come to my head when I think of you. Evergreen by Knuckle Puck. That was one of the first songs that we like pumped when he first came to Sydney. Distance?
Distant.
By
Distant? Like Pacific.
Yeah. So I showed Jake like Pacific. I showed Jake like Pacific when I went to Melbourne. When I went to Melbourne the first time, and then before we were dating, Jake sent me a rose with those lyrics on it. So that song like is like a nostalgic song for us, I think, when I listen to it. Or even just like Pacific in general, I just think of you. How many times a week would you say you and Jake FaceTime? We used to be a lot better.
Yeah, now I have no internet where I live. It used to be like every night for a while, then like every couple nights. And then since I think Leah's usually a lot busier than me.
I think like as a statistic, we probably FaceTime 3 to 4 times a week.
Yeah.
But we have phone calls probably every day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like as soon as I have an hour drive home from work, so I'll just ring Jake in that hour drive, so then we get at least a chat in and tell each other about our days and keep up to date and
cute stuff.
A lot of cute stuff. If you change anything about the other person, what would it be? I would change your short temper. But always gassing this. I would change your short temper, but to your credit, you've been very, very good in changing yourself. The whole entire duration of our relationship, you've been trying to get better at your anger.
Yeah, just a grubby person. Nothing is perfect. Brownie points. Nah, I got plenty of things. Let me pick one. Where's my book of things that I... Maybe, okay.
He's worried.
Before we like started dating and she was kind of an emotionless person. I could like joke around a bit more and like kind of say things that I thought were funny and not tease, but pretty close to tease.
Being mean with the undertone of funny in it.
Which is my humor if no one knows that already. But yeah, now when I do stuff like that, she kind of just gets like, Baba, don't.
Okay, this is my defense. I had no emotions before I met Jake. He knocked down a wall of my heart, and now...
You can say I opened you up.
No. And now I'm coming to terms with all these emotions that I haven't had for 21 years, close to 21 years, and so I'm just emotional all the time. What's your favorite thing to do together?
I think exploring and finding good food.
Yeah, that's a
my
really good answer. We do love exploring, and I feel like before you met me, you weren't so much of an explorer.
No, man, it's cup noodles.
And now we like will go out our way to find a vegan restaurant somewhere and go on an adventure, and I love that.
Yeah.
And we always get excited when we get good vegan food somewhere.
And like, if she was in Sydney and I was in Melbourne, we both like eating anyway, so just combining, as Miley Cyrus would say, you get the best of both worlds.
This will be our last question. What's your best memory together? One of my favorite memories, this is like a good one. I think that because we do long distance, every weekend that we are with each other is like a very exciting, fun weekend. Even if we're not doing anything, like it's still like exciting for us.
Yeah.
Because we don't get the time together. But something that comes to my mind is before we were dating, Jake came and stayed with me in Sydney for 2 weeks.
You gonna say 2 weeks? I was gonna say that as well.
And within those 2 weeks, we're at our friend's house. Our friends fell asleep. It was like 2 a.m. so we decided to drive home. But we had to go from one side of Sydney to the other side of Sydney. And within that time, I was like, we're like going to go past Moore Park and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, let me show you like around. And so I ended up showing Jake every single part of Sydney that I could find. We drove around the city. We drove to Luna Park.
We did a couple of loops at one station.
Yeah, I showed him Surrey Hills. We literally went to every single part of the city and surroundings that I could to show him all the fun parts about Sydney. And it was 3 to 4 a.m. There was no one on the roads at all. And we went and found this really pretty outlook, looking over the harbour and stuff.
And Luna Park?
Yeah, and Luna Park. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
And like, I think that was like...
We were parked on that outlook and like listening to Frank Ocean, I think, for like half an hour.
Yeah. And it was like, we weren't together, but we were like having the best time ever. And it was one of those things that like, what?
We weren't together, but we were having, I thought I was going somewhere else.
And I think that was a real moment where I was like, I'm so happy right now.
Yeah, date this boy.
The first weekend that we ever hung out was like a really great weekend, and we hardly know each other.
Yeah, that's kind of what comes to mind for me at first. From the Melbourne vlog. The second one.
Yeah, so if you guys have seen the Melbourne vlogs, that's the first time I went and never saw Jake.
Can you insert it right here? Just insert the thumbnail, maybe they can click it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's maybe my favourite one, because it was like it was the first one.
We stayed at 2 different B&Bs, we were kind of getting to know each other, and we were spending time trying to get to know each other, and we kind of realised that we both click really well in a completely non-romantic way as well.
Yeah.
It was just very friendly. But yeah, we just had like the best time together, and I think we realised...
I keep going.
I think we realised how much we clicked with each other, and then it was after that weekend that we were kind of like, that was too easy.
I reeled her in.
You did. You fall for me.
I did, yeah.
Very hard.
These bad boys.
Alrighty, guys, that is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big old thumbs up.
If you're new here, guys, and subscribe.
Yeah, thank you to all your questions that you sent in, because there was heaps. I'm sorry if we rambled a bit. I feel like we rambled. It's just a nice little sit down video, very relaxed.
Usual, you know, if it sucked, tell us in the comments.
And if it was good, tell us in the comments as well. And if you guys want us to do more videos together, please tell us what you want to see down below. Alrighty guys, I love you all so much, and I'll see you next week for another video. Bye!
What's up, fam?